Avalanche is weak, and that's because of this chart here, the relative valuation of Avax to Ethereum. For roughly 1 year, Avalanche has underperformed Ethereum by 73%. But this underperformance is actually an opportunity. First of all, where does this underperformance come from? It comes from token printing. So when we look at the circulating supply here on Messari.io in the last 12 months, the AVAX circulating supply moved from 270 million roughly to 330. So an increase of roughly 20%, a relatively constant increase. When we look at the total circulating supply versus the maximum supply, we are currently at 46%. So more than double of the AVAX tokens will be printed at some point. Now, why is this underperformance an opportunity? It's an opportunity because we can borrow the AVAX token. We can either do this on the Avalanche chain itself. So to borrow the token, we have to pay 4.3% per year. Or alternatively, we can borrow this on the Binance Smart Chain for 0.85% per year. Now, this is interesting, right? We can borrow the token for much less than what it's inflating year on year. So the expected value, so to speak, would be that if the number of holders for Avalanche doesn't increase quickly, if it simply just stays stagnant, then the Avalanche price is likely going to continue to decline. Now, this is relative to Ethereum or relative to Bitcoin, not necessarily relative to the US dollar, because when all of crypto is going up, then Avalanche is obviously also going up. So look at this year to date. Avax went up by 43%. But Bitcoin and Ethereum went up more, right? Bitcoin since beginning of the year went up by 67%. So really what you want to be betting on is that the relative valuation, without looking at all of these crypto ups and downs, goes down. So you want to be betting on Avax divided by Bitcoin going down. So how do we do this? We deposit Bitcoin, for example, on Benki. So you get 1.2% APY for that. Not a lot, but better than nothing. And then you borrow the AVAX, you take that borrowed AVAX, you swap it against Bitcoin, and then you wait for a year or two for the AVAX to Bitcoin price to continue to decline. There is, of course, risks in this, right? The risk is that AVAX will not suddenly become the next new trendy layer 1 blockchain, but there are many kinds of opportunities like this, and we can potentially diversify, right? There are many different altcoins. A lot of them are inflating in a similar way to Avalanche, and we can diversify. Normally, I don't like diversification in crypto that much because usually it's just the hyped coin that's currently making all the profits. Profits are very concentrated in a few coins. Currently, we've got meme coin season. Later, it's maybe DeFi again. There's always this one specific niche that's outperforming everything. But when you do the exact opposite, right? When you bet on falling prices, you can actually diversify because most coins are not doing as good as Bitcoin or Ethereum. One way to look at this is, for example, to look at a measure called Total 3. So this is Total 3. This is cryptocurrencies market cap except Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we can divide this by Ethereum. So basically looking at how are the altcoins in aggregate doing relative to Bitcoin. And when there is an altcoin rotation, when all the money from the Bitcoin profits move to the altcoins, of course, then we've got a lot of altcoin profits. But even now where we have these meme coin speculation, meme coin trends going on, in aggregate, the altcoins are not doing as good as Bitcoin. And if you continue on this path, then it is a relatively safe assumption to simply just diversify into shorting, into betting on falling prices for inflating altcoins. So to look at how is the circulating supply for an altcoin developing, and if it's expanding quickly enough, and if the community around the coin isn't growing as quickly, and the price is likely going to deflate. So this is an approach I think is very viable. I follow this approach to generate alpha regularly. I think shorting AVAX over the long term might make sense, but there are even better altcoins to bet on falling prices, where the underperformance is even more consistent than versus Bitcoin or Ethereum. Avax in the end still does have its temporary rallies, and then you have to add quite a bit of collateral to all of this. So an explainer on how to actually execute on all of this, how to do this, a tutorial, and the positions that I personally open, that can be found in the premium membership. The link is thebitcoinstrade.com. Also feel free to check out the Telegram and the Discord. Those are free. The premium membership does cost money, but there's more information in the next video over here. Looking forward to see you in that video, and thanks for watching this one. Bye bye.